This time on Rock Up Racing, it's the team's final race of the season, and where better to wrap it up than on home tarmac, Snetterton. They're also finishing this season in style, doing something they've never done before, running two cars in the same race. This weekend tells the story of battles both on and off the track, with Rob chasing that elusive first overall win of 2024 in his 964, and Charlie determined to improve and get those license upgrade signatures in Jura. It's been a challenging season, but the team are ready for one last dance on the circuit. Welcome to Rock Up Racing.
So I didn't really expect to start the video like this, but we've loaded up the car already, and then we noticed something wrong. What was it, Tom?
The cable that controls the brake bias. The car has two separate reservoirs for the front and rear, so you can control the strength that the rear and front have when you hit the brake pedal. And the cable for that controls that is snapped. So but it looks like it's been snapped for a while. It's quite rusty.
Oh really?
And all the cable is all snapped and congealed.
Oh.
It's a conglomerate.
Because there is supposed to be a little bit of rain on Sunday, and obviously Sunday, sorry. If there's rain,
That really hurt.
if there's rain,
What was that?
listen.
I can't listen. I'm in pain.
You made like an Elder Scrolls. Oh. So what are you doing?
Trying to drill there's like wire stuck in there.
Ah,
I was trying to grub screw out, but the wire won't come out, so I was trying to drill it out. So that wire is stuck inside there. This wire is snapped.
Right.
It's left a bit in there. If we can clear the bit out of there, we can then restrip the wire and get it back on there.
Fine.
So I've cut like 3 or 4 inches off the end of it.
Good ring him.
To focus. Still really rusty. You can pretty much snap the end of that off, so it's not ideal.
So what have you done now, Tom?
Just manually set it. It's just what this would be doing, but just done it by hand, and then just locked it off so it can't move.
So sort of set it manually and put some bolts there.
Yeah,
so sort of in the middle.
Yeah, well, roughly, yeah. I mean, it's kind of just a little bit,
to eyeball it.
a little bit further in from what it was.
Well, we've got 2 qualifying sessions to get it sort of dialed in.
Exactly. But
I think
where it is now should be fine.
Yeah.
I see a reason why it wouldn't be.
Before the team had even hit the road, they were faced with a problem. The broken brake bias controls meant they now had to adjust it manually with a spanner, instead of the quick and easy tweaks Rob would usually make with the control knob on track. Not the ideal start to the weekend, but the team quickly found a solution, made the repairs, and got back to focusing on the racing ahead. This season, the team has primarily competed in Bernie's V8s and the historic Outlaws race series, organized by the Chodosh family, Bernie, Simeon, and Adam. They've brought back the glory days of racing with simple rules, focusing on fast, fun racing and innovative ideas to enhance the experience for both drivers and spectators. The ethos of the series is all about camaraderie and enjoyment. Everyone pitches in, sharing in the experience, which has made Bernie's V8s one of the most welcoming series in club racing. This weekend also marks a milestone for the team, as they run 2 cars in the same race for the first time, a long-time ambition for team boss Ray.
We're going to have to ban him from the video soon. Good morning and welcome back to Rock Up Racing. We're on home turf. We're at Snetterton, and today we're running 2 cars. The Blue 964 and Jura. So Robert will be in the Blue 964, I'll be in the Jura, and we're both going to be in Bernie's V8, so it should be pretty awesome. It's weird this race weekend. They've actually done it, so there's it's a 2-day event, but today being Saturday, So today there are just qualifying sessions. There's 2 heats of qualifying. You're going to take the best lap from the qualifying sessions, and that will make the grid for race 1. Race 2 will be the result of race 1, but the races are only happening tomorrow, Sunday. So it's just qualifying today. But the timetable's pretty spread out, so it should be a pretty easy day, which will be good because I've also got a gig tonight, so that'll be good. But yeah, should be fun. Hi Tom.
You've caught me enjoying a lightly salted potato-based snack, which we mustn't mention for copyright reasons.
Oh yeah. Not our sponsor, are they?
No, they're not. Not yet, though. Pringles, if you want to sponsor us.
Go on then. What have you done to the blue car?
So, we put the suspension from the turbo car back on.
Right.
Essentially put all the damper settings back onto what it was, what Rob's used to. The bumper was melted, so we got a bumper off one of our friends of the channel, Richard Chilton. We ended up just using part of the bumper. We took it apart and fitted this. I've had this all off, and I've drilled like twice as many fixtures onto it, so hopefully it will stop it from dropping down and melting on the exhaust. And there's some heat shield in there as well, so that should hopefully help it out too. A little bit to do with your car as well. We can talk about that if you like.
Yeah.
Rear pads, we've done those. We're trying a Mintex pad now, which is actually made for like single seater endurance racing. Similar weight to yours. Yours was a little bit heavier, but they'll be fine. We're just trying them because we weren't amazed how long the patches lasted. They worn down quite quickly, so we've got them as a backup pair.
The team gear up for a hectic qualifying session. With 22 cars on the grid, it's set to be a busy and intense run.
So Charlie,
Tom.
qualifying.
Qualifying.
How are you feeling?
Fine. Don't hugely know what to expect because I can't remember really what I did last time.
Well, you got some new tyres.
Yeah, I think it was like 22s. I think maybe 24. Maybe I did. I don't know.
You got some newfound confidence with the car though after Alton. So.
Oh yeah, should be a lot more confident with it. So yeah, just go out and have fun really. I'll sort of see what we can do.
Yeah, you've got 2 shots at qualifying, haven't you?
Shots, yeah, so we'll be able to see. And the other thing is, as long as this data thing works, I should be able to see, you know, the data afterwards between this qualifying sessions and see what I'm doing, sort of that could be improved and all that sort of thing. So much like Alton, just go out, suck it and see.
After a busy first heat of qualifying, Robert clocked in with a time of 2 minutes and 8 seconds, securing 4th place, while Charlie posted a 2:26, placing him 19th. A solid performance from both drivers, setting a positive tone for the second heat of qualifying.
So that's heat 1 of qualifying done. So Robert finished 4th. I think he was 3rd right until that last lap. So he's 4th. I think I finished 19th out of 23 cars or something like that. So that was really good. But I've got new tyres on the Jura, and I sort of feel I think my 8-year-old tyres at Alton the other week were better. No, apparently these Nankangs, the first heat cycle in them, like the first time you use them, they're sort of quite hit and miss. Like I was sliding about a lot. I should have come in really and trimmed them, but so that was 2 in the moment, I guess. But this next session, I think I'll go out, do 4 laps or something like that, and come back in and get Tom to trim them, see where they're at, and see if I can have a bit more grip. Like I just felt like I didn't have much grip, so I couldn't get the times down, which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, apparently the first session they sort of balloon. The first time you use them, they sort of balloon a little bit. So, but yeah, we've got another qualifying session to get it right, so that works in my favour. We need to speak to Robert really. So your qualifying session, like, was that alright or?
It was the same as yours, mate.
Yeah, I know that. What's wrong with your car though?
It was just like, there's a noise from the rear. The left rear sounds like a drive shaft or a wheel bearing to me.
Right.
And then coming into the pit lane, there was a big clunk from that. Like something's not quite right. So.
Aye. Oh, that's weird. So Tom just going through it now and just checking all of that.
He's gone for it. He's just going to go for a little drive, see if he can hear what I can hear.
Oh, fine. So what you got to look at there, Robert? The drive shaft.
Tom thinks there might be an anti-roll bar link knocking.
Okay.
But also, I just think Tom needs to just check the drive shaft bolts, just see if any of them are loosening themselves up.
Tom gets to work on the 964, investigating the strange knocking sounds Rob's been hearing from the rear of the car. After a thorough inspection, he doesn't find anything major, just some worn-out bushes. Tom gives everything at the rear a thorough spanner check and gets the car prepped and ready for heat 2 of qualifying. In Heat 2, Rob secured 6th place, with Charlie finishing in 20th. This means for Race 1, Rob will be starting from 6th on the grid and Charlie from 20th. With the day's driving done, the team now turn their focus to tomorrow's race day. But for Charlie, the day isn't over just yet.
Good morning, and today is Sunday. It's race day, Tommy.
Yep.
So I didn't actually film anything after the second heat qualifying because it all just got a bit mad. Robert, where did he finish?
He was 4th in the first one.
Yeah.
I think 6th in the second one.
6th?
It was very close.
Oh, okay.
It was very close.
The car, the 964, he was way happier with it, wasn't he, after the second heat?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Enduro was okay. It's just a bit slippery. I didn't sort of realise because I had nothing to gauge it with, but I got new tyres and I thought it was like the car's moving around a lot, and I thought it was the car, but actually listening to what the other drivers are saying, they're saying it's quite slippery, so I think that's actually what I'm feeling. So, but yeah, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
As the paddock starts to wake up, the atmosphere builds with anticipation for the first Bernie's V8 race of the day. Mechanics are making final checks, engines are rumbling, and the air is filled with the hum of excitement. The cars are lined up, gleaming on the grid, and the drivers, focused and ready, prepare for battle. The months of hard work have led to this moment. Now all that's left is for the lights to go off and the roar of racing to take over the track. The stage is set and the race is about to begin. The lights go out, and Rob is immediately swarmed by the thundering V8s behind him, their raw power on full display from the very start. Meanwhile, Charlie fights to stay close to the TVR ahead, but the power difference is immense. Despite this, he pushes hard, determined to make the most of every corner and every opportunity to improve on his lap times. With the sheer power of the cars ahead, Rob has to push hard just to keep up on the first lap. But with his tires still not up to temperature, controlling the 911 becomes a real challenge. Every corner demands precision as he fights to keep the car in check, knowing that one mistake could cost him valuable positions. A few laps in, Rob is still hanging on to Wiggins and Hyde in their TVR Tuscan, thundering through Hamilton and down towards Augie's. As he approaches the hairpin, Rob shifts down to second gear, but accidentally misses it, slipping into neutral. The revs shoot up, and though he quickly gets the car back into gear, something's not right. The engine note changes and Rob eases off, unsure of what's just happened. A sense of unease sets in as he tries to assess the situation mid-race. Not wanting to risk further damage, Rob makes the tough decision to pull off the track at Brundle. Caution takes priority as he steers the 964s to safety, unsure of what's gone wrong, but knowing the race is over for him. Charlie, however, is still out on track, locked in his own battle. His focus shifts to improving his lap times, determined to beat the 2:26 he posted in qualifying. Lap after lap, he pushes harder, finding every opportunity to shave off precious seconds, improve his progress. Rob is safely off the track and immediately begins checking over the car, his suspicions leaning towards an exhaust issue. The race concludes, and Charlie puts in a strong performance, shaving off another 2 seconds from his qualifying time, posting a best of 2:24. At the front of the pack, Wiggins and Hyde take the win in their TVR Tuscan, followed closely by Ellis in the Talbot Sunbeam Lotus, and Dan Birch in another TVR Tuscan, rounding out the podium. With the race over, the team quickly shift their focus to investigating Rob's 964, now suspecting an exhaust issue. With race 2 looming, they need to determine whether the blue car can be repaired in time to get back on track. On close inspection, the team discovers that the noise Robert heard was caused by the exhaust blowing apart, likely a result of the exhaust bangs when he missed second gear at Augie's. With a massive hole in the exhaust and no spare parts on hand, the team make the tough decision to retire the dependable Blue 964 for the rest of the weekend. With the 964 out, all eyes now turn to Jura. After shaving off seconds in the first race, Charlie is determined to keep up the momentum. His goal is clear: improve his lap times, bring the car home safe and sound, and secure those all-important license upgrade signatures. The pressure's on, but Charlie is ready to rise to the challenge. As the lights go out, the roar of the V8s surrounding Charlie fills the air, and they surge ahead, leaving the 2-liter Duratec race car in their wake. Charlie, undeterred, focuses on his own race, knowing it's all about consistency and pushing his limits. Charlie is really pushing to improve his times. The lap timer on the dash displays the deltas, giving him instant feedback on where he's gaining and where he needs to push harder. With each lap, the times are coming down and the pressure is building. The battle is on, and Charlie's focus is sharper than ever as he strives to make every second count. Charlie crossed the line with a 2:22.7, a remarkable improvement. Not only did he shave valuable seconds off his previous times, but he also secured 2 crucial race signatures for his license upgrade. It may have been a race against himself, but it's one he can be proud of, as his hard work and determination paid off in the end.
Awesome. Weighty. Thank you, mate.
And just like that, the season comes to a close. It's been a wild ride from the very start, filled with unexpected challenges and a few tense moments on track. But what the team can truly be proud of are the results they achieved, the journey they've shared, and the stories they've created along the way. Now a busy winter break awaits, with plenty of cars to prepare for the 2025 season. New challenges on the horizon, and more memories to be made. You've been watching Rock Up Racing. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.